Tony's standing underneath it. We went up this vertical, all that high, and he just walked, and then got out for some reason, and I took a picture. And Tony goes, hey, he stood underneath it, and I mean, the tires were like right here. We just, that vertical wall was like, no spotter.
All right, we are live, Tony.
Okay.
We have Don Cars already. He's the one building the tracer.
These guys are regulars, but now they're not on. They're here. Everybody can wave, right? Wave, guys. Yeah. All right.
We have a lot of our ambassadors joining us here at Smoky Mountain.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Well, do we need to give everybody a minute to get on, or you want to read some names? Or
Well,
what we got?
we got Sam Walker, Lee Farron, John Miller, Don Cars,
Nice. I thought I'd see John here.
Debbie, John Miller. Hi, Debbie.
Hey, Deb.
They're coming fast. We got 50 people on already.
All right, good.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're hoping that the lights in the parking lot here are going to keep it bright enough for this entire thing. As everybody knows, this was really stretch for us to get everything done to bring here. We put a brand new cage, an Aftershock, and we finished up what was bow tie, now tuxedo, with our TJ to LJ kit, including the paint and everything else done that involved a lot of different people, paint, polish, pinstriping. This got a brand new cage. It got a brand new best top, brand new wheels, so there was a lot of things happening on this. J.E. Reel got us a new drive shaft, so yeah, it's great to have this done. Jeff's been driving it all day and says he just loves the way it drives, so that's cool. And I know he's been getting a lot of comments and looks. Several people, just came from the Quake and Steak show, or get together, or meet and greet, or whatever they call it. I think it's the kickoff party. And a lot of people are coming around saying this is their favorite Jeep here this weekend. So that's pretty cool. It's nice to see that people recognize that. For a lot of you that haven't been keeping up with this build, this was a 98 TJ that was originally built by Ian Johnson on Extreme 4x4 TV. So that was a long time ago. I actually put all the parts in the Jeep and drove it to Tennessee from California, and he put together originally. Since then, it's gone through a few renditions. We ended up taking off the Terraflex suspension that was on it and putting on our Legend kit, converting coilovers and long arms. Then eventually just kept updating it with cage, seats, bigger axles, everything. Now, finally, doing our TJ to LJ kit. So if you're not familiar with what that looks like, it's where we cut a stock TJ frame right here, and then you add this gusset, and you get a whole new frame section for the rear, including a brand new rear bumper. And then to complement that, you get to put on brand new true LJ corners, a true LJ top, so you can do hard top or soft top, but you're literally buying genuine LJ products. And then on the inside, you get all new, brand new aluminum interior. So you get floor, fender wells, everything, and you can see we put the seat back in there. It does come with a gas tank access panel. So, and then this has got our 26-gallon tank that we offer for this. You can see our new Matrix tail lights. These are our EXT flares that don't come down all the way. It's kind of a modified comp, and that's become a very popular flare to get the wheel back as far as you can. So this is a really nice kit. Of course, we changed the cage from a TJ cage to an LJ cage and LJ rockers. So in this case, we did the same ones that we put on the Tracer. So it's a mini boat side with the longer dimple die step. And then while we were at it, we added the flak jacket, tub panel guards. And this is kind of cool because we polished them and then we masked this off and painted it. So you're just seeing through the paint there.
Ryan Boudreau wants to know if it comes with an LJ VIN number. I think he may be asking for unlimited LJ invention reasoning.
No, unfortunately not. But the good news is for all of our customers that build TJs, especially with our Legend suspension, you can revitalize your TJ and turn it into an LJ and have a really nice wheelbase and a super capable Jeep. So as you know, you can't really sell your TJ for much money anymore. Everybody wants something longer. So for a few $1,000s, you can get into this and keep it alive. So yeah, you're going to lose more than that by selling it. So you're money ahead as far as I'm concerned.
Peter says he'll be here in 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay.
So maybe we'll see the unloading of Maximus.
Maybe, yeah. There's room up here, so yeah, come right back where we are.
Yeah.
Around the back. So it's been a fun day. We spent the day cleaning everything up and getting it ready. So I do want to get back to this. We did put in forever. We've had PRP seats in here, but we put in some brand new ones, and these have the removable seat cushion. And these are their Enduro Elites, and there is a back seat that matches as well. Brand new harnesses, steering wheel, everything from PRP, so pretty nice. Oh, and I should mention that this soft top that's on here is over our aluminum roof. So that's always a challenge because nobody wants to take on and off their aluminum roof. So this is pretty cool that you're able to stretch this on over the top of our aluminum roof. So we do have a threat of rain here, so we didn't bother taking off this top. But otherwise, you know us, we never want to run the top. So this is unusual for us to have on here. Of course, we put them on to travel out here because we got a bunch of rain every afternoon on the way here because the Jeeps were on an open trailer. So yeah, so that's kind of an update on this. Really turned out nice. If you ever get a chance to check it out, we're gonna do a bunch of photos and videos and keep putting out stuff on this. You can already see all this TJ to LJ stuff on our website. If you just go to the TJ shop by vehicle and then check out suspension, and you'll see TJ to LJ in there.
Somebody wants to know how you get in the back seats. They're still reclining seats, so they do fold down.
Yeah, they do fold. And of course, if the top's not on, you can just hop over.
Which is usually the easiest.
Yeah. So the most likely it'll ride in here with little kids, but the seat is moved back, so there is quite a bit of room back there for adults. So.
All right. Well, looks like you have a new cage and Aftershock there, Tony.
So as a lot of you know, we've for a while I had the prototype in here. Really fit good. Everything was great. Then we made a few changes. We downsized these tubes. We moved them slightly forward. We wanted the seats to be able to fold down nicely. And then we did the production version of this. So this is the first one of the production cages. And they're already installing the next ones at our shop right now. And this one got powder coated and everything. So this has everything in there. The benefit to this cage is we keep all the factory stuff. So when you get your Jeep back, you know, here you can kind of see it even more back here. Plastic interior pieces are put back on, but in a JL there's a lot of wiring that runs along the floor. So to be able to cover all this back up is really nice. And same here in the rear, we put all the plastic back on right back here around the rear section. So you're not looking at a bunch of bare sheet metal. This is a really nice way to clean up your Jeep. You know, a lot of people spent money for these things. The visors are lighted. It's got your garage door open in there. All your hands-free stuff is built in up there by the mirror. So to retain all that stuff was super important to me, including the GPS and satellite radio antenna mounts, which are up above where the speakers are. So really, this turned out super nice. I'm actually quite pleased with these last few products that we've churned out. The guys that I have working for me are doing a great job, and we're really turning out some of the best products we ever have. So What other questions have you got, Jeff?
Not many questions. Everybody's just saying how great tuxedo and bow tie look.
Yeah.
And Don says his axles are being delivered tomorrow. That's awesome.
Nice.
He's getting some Curry 70s to throw under his TJ to LJ conversion.
Awesome. That's what we got here.
Yeah. LJs are very expensive out here in Kentucky. Even
they're expensive everywhere. Yeah. They know what they got. They're asking top dollar. That's saying, you know, you could even go buy a TJ and be money ahead by doing this.
Yeah. David Mork said, I finally ordered my first GenRight product for my LJ. Rockers are in powder coat shop now, and fuel tank shipped today. That's awesome.
Nice. Very cool.
More compliments for Tuxedo.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know. We didn't really show them how this is actually a carbon fiber hood. It's a little bit hard to see with the light, but maybe you can find the right angle.
Oh yeah,
you can see that. But we painted around the outside edge. It's going to get a blue pinstripe like we have on the doors, but it's an actual carbon fiber hood. You know, it's one of the heat reduction hoods. So really quite nice. We really did a lot of upgrades on this, and this is the first time that it's had a beautiful coat of paint on it in a long time. So it really looks good. So we've got a body shop just around the corner from us that does factory style work. So it's nice to take stuff over there and have it do it right. So even the axles, everything got freshened up. It's all looking really nice. We did put a set of brand new shocks on this, Kings with the compression adjusters. So everything's really fresh on this. It's looking pretty good. And Jeff and I were both surprised we forgot to put on a synthetic rope. So I guess that's going to have to happen when we get home.
It's going to have to happen.
Yeah.
We got people asking to see the Ambassador's Jeeps. Somebody said it looks like Jeff has some GenRight half doors.
Let's check it out.
Jeff, show us your half doors.
All right. Love them. They need to be polished, but they're check it out. Doing well. Ignore the aluminum. Needs a little polish on it. Looking good.
So Jeff, tell us where you're from and where you host GenRight nights.
Louisville, Kentucky, and do it out there.
Nice.
So you do the same thing. You put on the factory style mirrors. I use armrests. He's got the door bags, front and rear. And you did the billet hinges.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer to do those.
And he's had those on for about a week now.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks like you've got the soft uppers that go on there.
Yep.
That's cool. Yeah, well, you got the aluminum cargo rack.
And the aluminum cargo rack
Nice.
got put in too.
He's got our corners.
Rash guard.
Yeah.
See, you're listening. You're getting all the right stuff.
Out in Moab in Colorado, between the rash guard and
The D-rings?
shackles,
Yep.
it saved everything.
Yep. Oh, and here
Yeah.
comes Peter. He's pulling in.
And then
There's
I
Peter.
actually modified the JL camera I modified for mine.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Tony, we have a question.
Sure.
Off topic, what do you do with factory exhaust when using your new JL gas tank?
You got to modify it, and depending on what kind of a exhaust shop you have near you, if you have somebody who's a little bit more used to like hand fabbing, like a race style exhaust, they could actually still cut it and run it and get it out the back. But most people are just going to dump it in front of the axle and leave it at that.
Which is how all our rigs are.
Which is how all of our rigs are.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know if you noticed on bow tie, it's actually out the side of the bow, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, we do heat wrap them all. That's super important to do that. And
Who do we use for heat wrap?
DEI. So, yeah, you're going to want to get some of that stuff for the bottom of the floor, for the exhaust itself. So,
Oh, here's a question.
yeah.
When will Aftershock get an LS? This seems to be the question of the day.
Is it really? Wow. When the thing blows up, it'll get one. But,
Okay, now here's another one. LS for Tuxedo?
at some point, yes. So that was always the plan. I've actually got an engine that I'm going to put in first that I haven't talked about to try something, and then if that doesn't work out, we'll get an LS. So we'll see where that goes. But that's the reason that I put a 70 in the front on Bowtie a long time ago, because I've always had plans to put a good engine in there. And now that it's got the longer wheelbase, that's going to be awesome.
All right. Sorry if it's been asked before. What do you guys use to keep the raw aluminum looking so good?
Actually, we bought some at the store today, some Scotch-Brite. So it doesn't take much. You have some Scotch-Brite in there? Yeah. And a lot of the time, people will use, oh, he's got a whole box of it. Oh, and some...
oh, he's got an aluminum cleaner.
Yeah.
And Scotch-Brite.
The burgundy stuff.
Yep. I usually use WD-40 and Burgundy Scotch-Brite.
The other thing that I've seen a few people use is kitchen appliance cleaning spray. So what it does is you put it on after, and it keeps the fingerprints down. And it just gives it a coat that kind of keeps any oxidization from happening. But it's a marine grade aluminum, so once you shine it up, it usually stays pretty good for a while. So.
And Bobby Bolome, he took. I sold him half doors. He took advantage of our summer sale.
Nice.
Says he already has them assembled and installed, and they're very nice.
I saw a picture of it this morning. Awesome.
Awesome, Bobby.
Good job. Yeah, he came out and rode with me at the Hammers. I think it was last year. Just showed up on the lake bed and was like, "Hey, you said I could get a ride." I'm like, "Hop in, let's go." So that was pretty cool.
That was cool. Any plans for YJ stretch similar to TJ to LJ?
Yes, for sure.
We have talked about this on the way down.
Yeah, it's actually being worked on. So we did it on Jamie's. So we already have the interior part figured out. We just needed to confirm that the frame section we have will also work, and then we're going to make that apart and be able to offer it. So.
And Jeff, Alan Alvarez says hi.
Nice. Is he coming?
Alan, are you coming? I thought you were coming.
Yeah, I thought he was coming. I mean, we can't get much closer to him. Come on.
Brian wants to know, how difficult is it to polish the armor? I'm having GenRight aluminum armor installed in my LJ this week and was planning on polishing some of it as well.
So all you need to do is take a little 400 to 600 sandpaper with oil and work it real fine. And then you can get some Alumibrite, basically aluminum polish, and it will shine up big time. It won't be quite as nice as Tuxedo over there, because that's a professional did that, but you can definitely make it shine. I saw Chase's was pretty shiny tonight. I thought he might come over here, but yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot to make that happen.
And William Hall says, cool Jeep representing Kentucky.
Nice. And why don't we have the birds tell us about their Jeep? They've got a JK. Walk around and go with the shot.
Steve and Tammy.
That's Tammy. I'm Steve.
Oh, he's a comedian too.
Yeah.
Right?
And this is Shaka.
This is Shaka. Volcano's gone. May or may not come back.
It's coming back.
But yeah, we got the aluminum fender flares, sliders, bumper, inner fenders, rear bumper, tire carrier, cargo rack inside.
It's looking good.
It's getting up. You did the ultra clearance bumper.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. It's rare that we get to see them side by side, so
I wish I went that way though.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys both have the narrow front fenders. That's nice.
Only way to go.
It's getting a full GenRight cage this winter.
Nice.
Real excited about that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Where do you have your GenRight nights?
We're from Flushing, Michigan. We host our GenRight nights at Roma's Back Door in Owasso, Michigan, every third Friday, 6 to 9.
Yep. So if you're in Michigan, make sure you check it out.
We always have 40+ groups.
They post pictures. It looks like a dang good time.
It is. People stick around until midnight.
Oh, we have a question for Tony.
Sure.
Tony, when will you guys have corner guards for a stretch JK 2-door?
Okay. So we already have a version of that is available on the website right now. We also offer a blank, so that can be bought and you can cut the hole wherever you want. So check out our website. see if what we have will work for you. It uses a flare just like this. But it's not this flare, but it's very similar. So it's this EXT style, but the JK has a curve to it. So there's a curve built into it on our standard EXT, but we make one just for that. All right. And that's also on our website.
Somebody wants to know if exhaust wrap makes the exhaust quieter.
It can. Sometimes the exhaust tone that'll rattle. So when you wrap it, it helps to change the tone and make it a little more tolerable on the inside of the vehicle.
What do you recommend for TJ LJ guys wanting to run the exhaust out the back after the stretch?
So a lot of guys, if you get a really good exhaust guy, they can route the exhaust up over the sway bar and the upper link, and then they run it down the side and out. So it is possible. I've seen it on several of our customers' Jeeps. They worked at it real hard, and you have to build it at full bump, meaning the springs have to come off when you take it to the exhaust shop so that they can get it right so you won't smash it every time you're out there. So.
Somebody said it'd be funny if a Jeff Rule sticker ends up on Jeff's JKU.
Nice. All right, so let's talk to Tom and Esther. They're here too. They don't have their Jeep here, but they're always on Tech Talk. So maybe spin around and let's introduce them. They're always on.
They are always on.
Tom, known as Baby Tom, my wife Esther, and we're from Virginia Beach. And we coordinate with other ambassadors in Virginia Beach, Summer and Dylan down there. And we've been doing our GenRight nights at the New Realm Brewery. And it's a real nice event, have a lot of people show up, and it's really nice.
Cool.
And our LJ is currently with System 7 Off-Road, getting all the brown packages from GenRight put on it, and they're hoping to reveal it at Trail Hero in October.
Oh,
We're
nice.
trying to make that work.
Nice. Very nice. All right. And you have another Jeep too. Did you say a YJ?
Right, I have
Two YJs and a TJ.
Oh.
we have a 94 YJ, which is mine, called Pixie. Then we have Spartacus is a 91 YJ,
The
and
original.
then our TJ, which is stretched to 108, is 115.
Oh, nice. So like
yeah.
this. Yeah.
So
Don't
yeah.
ever do anything.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
East
awesome.
Coast wheeling so far, nothing West Coast yet.
All right.
Somebody wants to know how the drive was, Tony.
You don't have to. I saw that you get them down.
Oh yeah,
Peter doing, everybody?
good afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Doolin.
He just rolled up.
I'll unload it. Yeah, I gotta move it a little bit.
I didn't know if you wanted to unload it or if you just wanted to do it tomorrow morning. You don't have to.
We'll do it tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I see we're in Dolly Town, so
Yeah,
let's go and have a Dolly beer.
Well, we found a good bar with live music here last night.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, really good.
But if you're watching anyone, anywhere close to where we are right now in Tennessee, just get in the car, come on down. This place is amazing. It's a real entertainment town. The whole family can come here. I mean, Dolly Parton, home of Dolly Parton, singer, songwriter, actress, cultural icon. Come on down, put the kids over there and then go ride with us with some Jeeps.
There you go. There you go.
My wife wants to take me to KOH this year, but not sure how it works as a spectator.
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so you can buy, if you go to the Ultra 4 website, you can buy armbands and admission and camping, everything you need online. They do have packages there where you can get like a VIP thing where they'll feed you, give you an RV, the whole thing, or you could rent an RV or camp with somebody. I would not recommend a tent. The weather is too extreme, and you are going to be very uncomfortable unless you're some kind of Eskimo.
Yeah, and you may come back to camp one day and not be able to find your tent.
That happened to Jeep and Gypsy. Her tent just blew away and
Yeah.
never saw it again. So, and she had all kinds of stuff in there. It didn't matter.
Steve, Laura Patterson says, hi, Steve Bird.
Hey, Laura. Nice.
What am I, chopped liver, Laura?
Nice. So otherwise, for the KOH, if you're coming out, you have to be prepared for all kinds of weather. Wind, rain, snow. It's gonna be challenging. The Mojave Desert did not get its name for no reason. So, and then you got to figure out how you're gonna get around, if you're gonna hang out with some of the GenRight folks or rent something, bring something. So you can always reach out to Jeff too, and he'll be able to help guide you a little bit.
Kelly says, paint is overrated. Do you even wheel, bro?
Leave it to Kelly. Kelly should be out here. Kelly, get on a plane.
Yeah.
You won't do it, Kelly.
Come on.
There's no one here with 42s.
Yeah, there might be.
Somebody says, are you still going to be here a Sunday? If so, what time? I'm going to try to make the trip. Sunday is time to go home, unfortunately.
Time to go home, yeah, and I got a 5-day drive all the way back, so I'm going to be hitting the road.
Let's see what else we got. Great comparison between standard and high clearance bumpers.
Yep.
Yeah, we should get some pictures of that before they go.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know if we mentioned it, but we converted the bow tie tuxedo over to high fender.
Yep.
It was standard before. So.
One more. Did you clear coat or clear powder coat the aluminum polish?
We did not. Neither. It tends to make it kind of milky, so we just left it, and it'll be a little bit easier to maintain it that way. And even us mounting it, we scratched it a little bit, so we're able to like sand it and polish it right back up. So this is the way it goes. And I got to tell you, when Jeff's driving this around, it looks fantastic. I mean, it looks good sitting here, but when you start seeing everything reflect off of it, it really looks good.
So it's not just the driver?
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe too.
Has anyone used the aluminum armor on GenRight TJ half doors to make it flush with the corner armor and flak jacket?
That's
Well,
right
these aren't the
here.
GenRight doors.
Oh, these aren't. This armor comes with the cutouts, pre-done hinges and everything in it, so these aren't really made for that. But Jeff and I were just talking about that we don't talk about this product very often, but it does make it all flush. It's really nice.
Yeah, if you have the factory half door, does exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah. Most of the time, when somebody
Hey, Mike.
buys our aftermarket half doors, they're considered kind of a throwaway. So the idea is that if you get into them and trash them, then you just throw them away and call it a day.
Laura says, hi, chopped liver, Jeff.
Took a while to get that process.
Josh Nelson said he's sad he wasn't able to make to the Smokies. Mark Davenport says, hi. Hi, Mark.
Nice.
Jim Broadbent says, hi. Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim. Yeah, I hope you're doing good. He must be if he's on.
Yeah.
So, that's cool.
When are y'all going to Puerto Rico to hang out with Waldy's Off-Road?
Oh, man. I know we've been trying to schedule that. Is Alan coming?
He is not. He says he has too much going on.
Okay. Then I'll just have to communicate with Alan and see if we can figure out.
Well, he'll be in See Me next week.
Oh, okay. So maybe we can talk then.
Mirror finish won't last long on the East Coast.
No, it's probably not going to last long anywhere, but it looks great.
Yeah, true.
Neither will the gloss black. It's about as bad. It's going to get some desert pinstriping right away.
Good evening, everyone. What's up, GenRight crew? Ginger says, hi, Tony.
Hey, Ginger.
Looking for flak jacket on GenRight Highline fenders with Jeep cutouts. Are they going to be available again?
No. This will be the only way we do it. Just put your Jeep sticker on the outside like we did, and call it good. Yeah. What happened was we actually had a few of our Jeeps where a rock got over the top and actually dented right in there, and with the cutout, it just made it that much weaker. So we just went
With that, and it kind of bowed out the small section down here on mine.
Yeah. So we gave up on that.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Sunset.
I got a question. Hang on.
So it's about the flak jacket.
Yeah.
So does the back side of that have a depression for the Jeep logo, or do you have to?
No, but you got to press the Jeep logo in a little bit.
You do. And 2.5 pound sledge does a great job of that.
Yeah. You should do it at the same time you're doing your mini both sides.
Both sides, and you don't have to hit this very hard, and it goes right in.
No.
Most of the time, people already have it smashed in when they put this on. Yeah.
Somebody says, save me a retro GenRight shirt.
Oh, yeah, we brought a lot of shirts. Okay, so we are running show specials. You gotta come to the show
And ask
find
us.
out what they are. So if you're in the market, then now's a good time. The other thing is, Jeff and I talked about it earlier today. You take a picture of one of these Jeeps, both the Jeeps, and you post it and tag us. You will get a free t-shirt. So do that for sure.
And it can be if we're at a restaurant and you see them outside, you see us driving, or at the event.
Yep, or right here in the parking lot.
Yep.
You happen to come by and whether we're in it or not. Yep.
All the
they're
ambassadors
doing it,
just got out their cameras.
So we're always having fun with this. We brought a lot of t-shirts to give away, so makes it pretty easy to do. So,
Yep. Perfect. I'm in the market. I have some stuff on my shopping cart.
nice.
Perfect. Come see us.
Yep, come see us. I mean, we are already running a sale right now, which just got expanded to our gas tank line.
Yep.
So if you are online, check that out. By the way, this is the first sale that we've run in 3 years, and the prices are all the way back to 5 years ago.
Yep.
So it's really a good deal right now.
And
So take advantage
if
of
it's
that.
on sale, we have it in stock. So you're not going to be buying a sale price and then waiting a month for it to ship.
Right.
It's going to ship soon.
We're looking to get some stuff out of the warehouse and make room for the new stuff I have coming.
Yep.
All right.
Well, we're all caught up on
Let's go
questions.
over, I just adjusted the tire carrier on this because we've had this whole Jeep blown apart, and I wanted to show you guys how, people always comment about the pins and blah blah blah. It's actually very easy, and I just want to show you they just come right out, and they've got these little leashes on them, so you just let them go. This swings right open. You don't have to do anything, and we've got our stop lock built into there, so if you plan on moving the Jeep or if you're off on an angle, you can keep the tire there. And then to close it, you just grab it, swing it in. You don't have to lift, you don't have to do anything. It just goes right in, and put your pin back in. So it's very easy. Any gal could do that. I know a lot of the guys are worried about their wives being able to do that. No problem. That's about as easy as it gets. And this will not come open by itself. So it's got these little locks on here so that if the pins are trying to come up, they'll lock into place. And this is a very quiet tire carrier. It holds up to a 42 1350. So that's got a 40 in it. Oh, and I should mention that right now this upper mount is on the top side, but if you move it to the bottom, it lowers the tire 3 inches. So if you want more visibility out of the rearview mirror, you have the ability to drop that down. I choose to go for the higher clearance. So, and I don't always run a spare tire, so if I have it on there, I want it up out of the way.
Especially if you're going to use this with like a 35, you definitely want the weight lower, and
Lower, yeah.
you can see almost straight
No
out the
reason to
top.
carry up high.
Yep. Do we make tub cowl armor for YJs?
We do. Oh, well, not the cowl,
Yeah.
but we do for the, we do make a tub panel guard, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you should see that on our website. We do it for the CJ as well. Yep.
Wish I could travel to these events.
I like how the flak jacket cover, goes from door to the fender.
Fender, yeah, it didn't always used to do that. For a long time, we split it right here, so the fender, you would just see what was there on the fender. But then we started extending that over. It also helps to reinforce the fender. So if you do hit this, you got something thicker hanging onto it. So, the idea behind this whole thing, and we've talked about this before on some of our tech talks, is a lot of people say, well, I like the steel because it's stronger, but you've got to kind of pick your poison, right? Our steel fenders are extremely strong. In fact, they're so strong that if you really hit it, what it'll do is it'll start destroying all the sheet metal on either side. So in this case, it's just slightly less strong than the tub. So if something's got to go, you want it to be that replaceable part.
Easy replaceable.
Easy to
part,
replace, yeah. So
Do we have that style tire carrier for TJ, LJ?
we sure do.
Yes, they do.
Yes, in fact, if you look up here, this has the brackets already on it, and that literally we could take that one off and put it right on. You can see these little pucks, so you just close it until it's the puck and the pins drop right in. So same philosophy. Yep. Now on a YJ or CJ, if you're willing to move the gas filler, because it happens to be right here, if you move it, then you could put these on a CJ or YJ.
Question
Alf.
about this.
Yep.
Do you need even with your corner armor, do you need a backer panel inside?
No, not with once you've got the armor on there, that's enough of backing. It really distributes the load. We do make a piece that comes through from the inside that's sold with our swing down tire carrier.
Okay.
And it ties into the cage. But typically those are used by guys that are a little bit more extreme, and they're backing into stuff and all that. So, but this is quite strong. This corner is like the strongest structure on the Jeep, so you're really tying into a good spot.
Alfie would like you to know that a happy 25 gallons went into the new JL tank.
Nice.
He's ready for a long drive this weekend.
Have you posted that yet? Have you talked about the JL tank at all?
You should touch on it. You touched on it last week, but yeah, I made a post on it.
Yeah. So just like we have in the Aftershock, that one is designed for the EXS frame. We made one for the factory JL and JLU frame, and that's what Alfie put in so that he can do a 4-link. So if you're not familiar, the JL comes with that side style tank, and that prevents you from being able to do a lot. And now it looks just like this one, where it's got the aluminum tank, the aluminum skid plate, it mounts in the same location, and Alfie just put that in his JL this week, reuses the factory fuel pump and all the filler hoses and everything, so it's really a nice system. Ties back into the evap, the factory evap, so you don't get check engine lights. And like he just said, he went to the gas station and put 25 gallons in, so that's pretty darn cool. That gives him 5 extra gallons, by the way.
How do you become a GenRight ambassador?
Well, that depends. First off, you got to believe in the GenRight product and understand why we run aluminum, why we design things the way we do, and the function comes first. So if you like that philosophy and you've got some GenRight on your Jeep, then you need to contact Jeff, who's behind the camera, and he will vet you to see if you are eligible to host a GenRight night and be one of them.
Yep, you can just message GenRight on Facebook.
There you go. He's the one checking all those messages. So,
What else we got? Email address. Installed your JLU fenders, rock rails, inner fenders, front rear bumpers. Love all the aluminum product. Thank you.
Nice. That's actually next on this. So this will be the last show that we do with these fender flares, and I get that asked that all the time. So this will be the last time these are seen on here, and we're going to go to our performance aluminum fender flares on Aftershock. I can't wait. I've been dying to do that for a while. And then now that the cages are done, I'm moving to corner guards for the JL, so that's on my short list. But I think we've got 12 different products on my short list right now. They're being developed simultaneously. So
Somebody wants to know how they can get free GenRight parts.
how they can get free. You need to know somebody who's rich that's willing to buy them for you. Get yourself sugar mama.
I got one of those.
Shane says have a good time at the show this week.
Awesome. Good to see
Good.
Shane on there. Nice.
Hey, Dylan just hopped on. Hey, Dylan.
Nice. Is he coming here? We're getting closer to him.
Why don't you have fenders on Aftershock?
Yeah, that's it. The whole idea was that we needed the JL customer to be able to identify with this vehicle, the JL. Once I put the fenders on, it looks a lot more like a JK. So I didn't want to confuse that JL customer.
It was Scott Poncher that asked about free GenRight parts.
Ah, well, Scott can afford it. I love Scott. Thanks, Scott. I got to come out to Vegas and visit sometime soon, especially since it's starting to cool off.
Dylan said he's going to try to come out.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Be good to see you. Well, we're all caught up.
We are.
Should we wrap it up?
It's been
It's been about 45 minutes.
about 45. So you got a few minutes to get the last few questions in. We do, Peter brought out his Maximus Tracer LJ build that he's, got basically race prepped. So if you're coming out, you're going to want to check that out as well. It has the exact same cage that we have in Bowtie. So even though we've got the top on Bowtie Tuxedo, you'll be able to kind of compare the two. If you've never seen Peter's Maximus in person, it is beautiful. It's a beautiful candy apple red burgundy. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really, really beautiful. And you'll want to check that out. It's got the big V8 in it, and of course our Tracer suspension. So the our LJ Tuxedo is on 2.0s. Peter's is on 2.5s, and Aftershock's on 3.0s. So and all of them. Well, this is IBPs. Peter's IBP, and our Tuxedo has the clicker adjusters. So we can talk to you about all the different things, and talk to you about dual weight springs. A lot of the things that we've talked about here on our Tech Talk and why all that stuff matters. So,
All right, we have another question.
okay.
Why does adding a loop to the aluminum bumper nearly double the price?
Oh, well, yeah, the bars or the hoops are quite laborious to get those put on. Not only do we have to have the bar bent and then cut to the right angles, then they typically get large gussets back there, and basically, every inch of welding is some guy's time in the shop. And basically all of the bumpers are mass produced as a stubby, and then they get pulled back to put the bars on. So it's kind of a operation to get that, do that. So I know it's just what it costs, American made. What do you want? We're hand making these things, these aren't like made by a robot or anything. So
Any more thought to bringing back a YJ leaf spring extension kit?
Sure. Yeah, like for the rear spring mount and shackle. I still have the parts to do those in stock, and certainly could. So I'll add that to my list of little things to just turn back on the website.
All right, we are caught up.
Pretty caught up? Yeah, nice. Okay, well, our second time out here on the East Coast for this year, and it's awesome to be out here. There's lots of Jeeps here. I mean, and it's not even like the event time yet. This is just the kickoff day, but they are rolling in, and where we just came from was packed with Jeeps of all shapes, sizes, colors, every build and modification you can imagine. I just saw like wallpapered inner fenders. So yeah, never ceases to amaze me how people want to customize their Jeep. I guess that's part of the fun. So hopefully, if you're watching, you can get out here and check it out. We're set up with Mickey Thompson. They've got their big semi here with the big awning. Will be set up out there. There's probably, I don't know, 60, 80 booths outside. That's where Mickey Thompson is. And then there's a whole bunch inside the convention center. So stop by and see us. Like I said, we got lots of swag. We've got all kinds of things to show you. We'd love to talk about, what you'd like to do with your Jeep and how we can help you get there. So anyways, that's the normal, what I'm always trying to do on Tech Talk. Just get you pointed in the right direction and excited about off-roading. So any more questions, or are we?
No, somebody just asked if I'm driving bow tie. Yes, I am.
Yes, he is. And I can see my ambassadors in the background, and they all look thirsty. So I think everybody's ready for a cold beverage.
Yep.
So I guess we're going to wrap it up.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate it. And we'll see you next Wednesday. I'll be doing this again from the road next Wednesday.